Hello everybody, hope that you're doing very well and welcome to the second update for today. Obviously I've already done a technical analysis this morning where I was explaining to kind of just trade the chart for what it is, looking for longs off the lows, and funny enough we had the move off, obviously we had the move off of that monthly, come up into our range point of control, rejected off the range point of control, come back down to your monthly, and we got another move off of this. But if I'm totally honest, I wanted to do this live stream here because I'm testing some new software. I'm testing some new software basically, and I wanted to like verify that it was all actually working okay. So thank you for helping me with my test. I think it looks like it's all fine. Basically, I'm using this program called Restream, so I want to just make sure that it looks like it's fine. Yeah, look at that. So we're on YouTube. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, that's working brilliantly. Oh, good. That makes me happy. Okay, thank you for that. So seeing as you've all got the notification then, and it seems to have actually worked, which is good for me, I'll try and do something good for you, and I'll explain a few of the trades that I've taken today, why I'm hoping for a quieter weekend, I suppose. Let me move this over onto another screen a second. Let me put on that to there, and let me do this to that, and that is looking much better indeed. Yeah, I can see everything fine now. Cool. So welcome everybody. Hope that you're well. Hope you're having a good evening. You noticed I've started to do a few more live streams now, like the public ones. So I hope that you are enjoying them. Basically, let's begin then. So yeah, I mean, really today was really nice. Okay, so literally the last 48 hours have been pretty nice, because you could have just looked at what the stock market is doing and have like a really good heads up. So something I like to do is go into here and go into look at the the mini futures, and we can just like line these up, and like if you look, this is what I was obviously posting about earlier. Okay, I posted this on Twitter saying the really interesting correlation that we had, and then saying, if this correlation continues, which I believe it, thought it was going to continue. And again, it's the context. We rejected off the point of control. Okay, so our range point of control, and then on top of that, we see the S&P like tanking. So it's like, the context here is that we've just hit resistance on Bitcoin. Isn't it likely that it's going to follow? So that's why I thought it was likely it was going to, follow and drop shortly. And then, funnily enough, about half an hour later, we did get that drop, and it's a pretty nice trade because you reject off point of control, you drop all the way back down to monthly. So that's a good trade. Obviously, the thing to note is the S&P, look how similar it is. Obviously the drop started happening before on the S&P, and also the UK markets. It all started happening before this big drop started happening. And then you had the continuation of Bitcoin. So it was like lagging a little bit, wasn't it? Bitcoin was lagging behind a little bit the stock market. Nevertheless, it caught it up. And then you started the recovery here on Bitcoin slightly before, and then you get that continuation throughout the day. But then when I saw the stock market pulling back from resistance, and because Bitcoin was also hitting the point of control, it's like a little bit more confluence, isn't it? And then they obviously bottom at the exact same time. So currently anyway, they bottomed at the same time. They're both getting this pullback again. So the correlation is just insanely amazing to be tracking. It's really beautiful correlation. So there's a tip of today. What I found interesting was obviously when you look at the S&P, you see how this obviously took the lows. So it did take the lows, and you got that reaction off of it. 8:30. This is going to close really shortly. So you're going to get the weekend close in a second. But yeah, nevertheless, I thought this was a lovely correlation. This helped. This obviously was a little bit of the reason why I was looking bearishly. On the 11th, yesterday, which helped capture some of this move down. It wasn't the only reason, obviously, but it helped. And then, today was definitely another beneficial reason for taking that short that I jumped into. So, I mean, yeah, the correlation here is really nice. So, add this onto your charts because, the correlation comes in and it goes. So it's obviously sometimes correlated, and then other times it becomes inversely correlated. And sometimes there's just like no correlation at all, but they seem highly correlated over the last period. So, few periods really. So, there's something to use because this can be extremely beneficial for you. Yeah, so that's that's a little thing that I'd give you. Yeah, I guess if anybody has any questions, I'll do a few questions. I don't know. I have no plans for tonight. My life has become pretty boring since lockdown. I'm just like looking forward so much. You don't understand. Like, I just really, really want to. I just really want to get away, like, sort of thing. I had a funny enough, the 13th tomorrow. I had a holiday planned, and we were meant to be going out to Malaga in Spain, me and some friends, and obviously with the coronavirus, the flights got cancelled, and yeah, that's obviously gone to pot. So I was meant to be having a week away in Spain tomorrow. That's obviously cancelled. So I'm just in England obviously at the moment, and it's just like I really want to go travelling again, to be honest. So I'm thoroughly looking forward to that, because yeah, I'm getting very bored, and I like to I do like to get out and do things, really. So yeah, the quarantine is obviously being nice for the for making content side of things. I've been able to concentrate on making new content, but in terms of my personal life is not so great, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, there's that. So let's see what we have in here then. So a few questions. Let's go through them together. We can have some laughs together here on stream. So congrats on the new car. Thank you. That car wasn't actually mine. I gave it away, so wasn't my new car, but nevertheless I bought it. If you're a millionaire, why don't you give free signals? Don't even understand why would I do that. How do you get those overlay nicely? Okay, to get those overlays nicely, you use the compare tool. Okay, so you use the compare tool, you type in your symbol. That's how you get these really nice overlays. Okay, what else have we got going on in here? Did I pay off that car with that short? Yes, on that short I made 350k, which was enough to pay off that car. Do you think you have a chance to get to previous day value area high? I was actually looking at this morning, thinking of the chance of getting to value area high. Okay, I was looking at that possibility. But yeah, I guess because we rejected off the point of control, in the morning, I would say I had like a stronger conviction of that we were going to get to previous day value area high today. But because of the fact that we had the downturn in the S&P, combined with obviously the UK market downturning, and then just the fact that we got the rejection, we actually turned at the point of control. I went from thinking that was a pretty high conviction, I thought it was a really nice setup, hence why I was longing today or this morning. But then because of, then the signs, this is the thing, I could have like longed this morning and held on to my long now, and I'd have been like an almost, just in a slight profits, but it just doesn't make sense to me. So, the new data that we get in during the day, I'm more than happy to be long in the morning, short in the afternoon sort of thing. And that's exactly what I done. And that's because new data comes in, you got to react, especially like I'm a day trader. It would not make sense, it's part of the game, reacting from what you're given. Okay. Not holding on to these biases during the whole day. So yeah, we could get up to previous day value area high, but I think it's just unlikely while this point of control is holding so well. So I guess if you reclaim point of control, it's pretty likely then we go up to previous day value area high, but yeah, not at the moment. So not at the moment. How fast have I gone? I reached about 120 on it along the motorway. And that was just driving it back to my brother's. Bueno, querría pasarlo bien, pero ahora no puedo. porque no puedo ir, porque los vuelos ya no están yendo, ¿sabes? Así que desafortunadamente tengo que quedarme en casa en Inglaterra. Qué pena. This is the mindset of somebody that is probably broke. I'm not going to lie. Like, if you want free signals, you're probably broke. Like, I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to give you free signals. Are you the fucking man? I'll allow that comment. Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, it sucks. Like, yeah, the stay in Spain does, yeah, I really wanted to get away, to be honest, but never mind. Why have you stopped using trendline and diagonal channels in your trading? I haven't stopped using them as much, okay? I still use my channels. I still do use my channels. It's just like I really like this function of hiding things. So you can see here, like these are all the things I'm looking at all the time, like my fans, my Fibonacci's, volume weighted average prices, my levels, my harmonics, my channels. I've still got all of that going on, but I like to keep my charts really, really clean, okay? I like to keep them really clean. So, I still have all of this on have all the, I still use all of those tools. It's just I have them like hidden, and I only put them on when I want to refer to them, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm definitely still using all that stuff. I guess the perfect time to join chart champs, more live streams and holiday view. Yeah, possibly. Yeah. He's helping people to learn, not a spoon feeder. Exactly. You know it, Ed. You know it, Ed. Ed's like an inspiration. Like could be an inspiration for many people. Obviously, he come into the group, and is now one of the the better traders in the group. He's a great trader now. He does really good trades. Whenever he posts something, I listen. I'm not going to go over this. How can I see if shorts or longs are stacking up easily within my chart in TradingView? I don't know whether you can do this in TradingView. What's up, champs? What's up, mate? Shout out from the island champ there. Technical analysis for the next move in Bitcoin. Well, really, on the next move on Bitcoin, I'm expecting a range to be put in here. I believe that we've probably got our range for the day, which is our low of the day to the high of the day, and that's the range I'm actually expecting. So today's range is where I'm actually expecting the range to continue, or maybe not expecting, kind of hoping. I want to take the weekend off. I'm not going to lie. I don't actually want to trade this weekend, so I'm kind of hoping for a range to be put in, and we don't get any major moves. That isn't always the case. But that's what I'd thoroughly like, because I'd have no interest in trading it this weekend. What else do we have in here then? So, yeah, ExoCharts is a really good website, and I'm in love with it. So, how much leverage do I use? Well, I normally just use cross leverage, which just uses the whole of my account balance. But lately, I've actually been using some isolated margins, or like leverage, because of the fact I sold, you may or may not know, I sold quite a lot of my spot Bitcoin back while we were up around 9, 8, 10Ks. So I sold a lot of my spot, and this is for other, I put my money into other investments, or I'm in the process of putting my money in other investments. So, the reasons for selling those spots is, now leads me on to like having to kind of use a little bit more leverage. And that leverage is a benefit. So by me using leverage, it means I don't have to have so much Bitcoin on the exchange. Okay, and I guess a little bit of my reasonings were influenced by the shadiness of BitMEX lately, and I didn't feel so comfortable having like that, hadn't so much Bitcoin on the exchange. So I sold the Bitcoin for investments, but nevertheless I have taken advantage of the leverage now, and I've taken a few times 100 trades on this, but when I'm actually trading with leverage, my risk is really calculated. If I'm trading with times 100 leverage, then my invalidation is less than 1%, obviously. So I'm generally trading with cross leverage though. Daniel, what do you think of Tesla stock? I mean, is the question of what do I think of Tesla stock in general, or what do I think of Tesla stock after rejecting from just over $1,000? I mean, I love Tesla, so I'm an investor in Tesla, and I think they're absolutely brilliant. Like I like the stock, and I obviously, you got to take profits when something hits $1,000. You got to take profits on it, because that's a really dumb idea not to take profits. Obviously, you saw that big pullback today. So, Tesla pulling back about 4%, 5%. When something hits $1,000, you're so, in my opinion, you're so dumb if you don't take profits up here. And the best example I can give you that was similar to my Tesla sort of trades that I've done is Square. When this thing hit $100. Okay, so when this thing hit $100. Okay, like who's not taking profits at $100? It's just crazy. And this is a lovely trade, because I traded this all the way up, and then you hit $100. Obviously, not necessarily jumping into shorts here, but nevertheless you take profits. But this thing went from $100 all the way back down to $50, and then obviously you're back up at $86 after sideways ranges. But Tesla pretty similar, isn't it? This thing goes up to $1,000. Who doesn't take profits? They're the only people that don't take profits. I guess if it depends where you bought in. I suppose if you bought in at $1,000 because you're hyping in at the end of the train, and shame on you. But people that have bought in sensibly here from lower prices, $1,000 is a massive target. So only natural that you pull off here. And obviously this pullback is from people taking profit. This is primarily longs covering than shorts. But it's a big take profit level of $1,000. Thanks, Daniel. Always nice to tune into your videos. Thank you very much, Jedi. You don't become a millionaire by giving away things for free. In fact, quite the opposite. Time and effort carry value. 100%. Like, this is the thing. This is the thing that I always get, and I try and like give it not like no attention, but I always get the people like, oh Daniel, if you made money trading, you wouldn't charge for your group, or Daniel, if you there's all these sort of things, primarily it's always, if you made money trading, you wouldn't need a trading group. Oh, no. These things are hilarious. They absolutely are hilarious. But at the end of the day, I am taking time out of my day to run the group. I mean, this is the main thing. I'm taking time out of my day to run the group, where, yesterday I made 350 grand. I mean, I make more money trading, but nevertheless, if I'm going to take time out of my day when I'm making money, obviously I'm going to charge for this. Like, why would I run a trading group for free? It just doesn't make sense. Like, that's plainly simply the fact. And apparently I'm a scammer because I pay, charge for my groups and all this stuff, but generally just people don't like it. Obviously we're quite a premium group as well. It's not going to be the cheapest group, but then, you don't, we're premium. So, we're the best in the space. In my, I generally call this market the best. So, there you go. What else do we have in here then? So, I have an inkling more that we're likely to head down. I like the fact that we rejected off the point of control. I do like that. Can I get some free signals? No. go to somebody else. I'm not going to give you free signals. Hey Daniel, thanks for the updates. Question. So Warbird, another really, really good trader that learned under us and now is doing really, really, really good trades. So shout out to Warbird as well, another great trader that we've done. Thanks for the update today, man. No worries at all, mate. Question. I've only been looking for a nice script on TradingView for open interest. Any recommendations, or do you have a public script to use? What I recommend you, my friend, is I'm going to give you a really useful link, okay? Because TradingView does not have open interest. So I'm going to share with you, my friend, a little gem. And I'm going to share it with you because I fully appreciate all the support that you give me, I honestly do appreciate it. So I'm going to send you this website right now that's going to give you the open interest for Bitcoin for free. Okay, so here you go, my friend. There is the link, and I have sent that to you. That's the free website to look at open interest statistics, because TradingView built-in is not going to let you. So there you go. Shared that with you in the group chat, in the in the chat here. Daniel, what's the best time frame to use Bollinger Bands on the low term time frames? I used to trade Bollinger Bands quite a lot, now not so much, but 3 and 5 minute time frames I used to love trading Bollinger Bands on. Is Bitcoin going up or down? Well, as I've already said, I think Bitcoin's going to range, so not necessarily up or down per se. Like, I think we're going to put in a sideways range here, more so, so is Bulkowski reliable, Dan? Yeah, Bulkowski, he's the old trading patterns guy, isn't he? I've read his book and I thought it was good, so somewhat reliable, I suppose. I mean, I don't really like trading off these technical classic chart patterns on Bitcoin. I don't really think they're as good in cryptocurrency. People trade them and obviously they have success with them. But, I'm generally more of a guy that kind of counter trade them more so. I'm not such a fan. I'm not going to lie. What else do we have in here then? What I really want is for YouTube to add in some way of me actually looking at the time of these comments, because if I accidentally scroll to the bottom and then all the charts just become into one, all the comments become into one, and I have no way of acknowledging what I've read and what I haven't read, it's highly frustrating. So although YouTube are never going to watch this, and I know YouTube are never going to watch this, but if we have one guy from YouTube that ever by accident stumbles across a Bitcoin technical analysis video, which isn't even so much analysis, more it's reading questions, if the 0.00001% chance that this happens, can I make a suggestion to you, YouTube? Just add in some timestamps on these comments. It would make my life a lot easier. Thank you. So yeah, moving on. Well, the prime example, I have no idea where I got to in these comment sections, so I'm just gonna have to join back in halfway through. The fight is real here. Fighting with volume. Let me tell you now, the volume's ultra low. The volume's been ultra low all day. So yeah, this is why I've made a few trades today. So I have got involved in this low volume trading action today, but I generally don't like it. I generally don't like the low volume, and today's been ultra low volume and it's continuing at the moment. So I like the high volume because I can more what's the word I'm looking for? I see more confidence in a move when there's high volume behind it. I don't like trading when we're seeing like each 5 minute rotation like 5 million. It's I don't know, I just don't like it. So what else do we have? So in my opinion, the volume's low. What's up, Ed? Yeah, Warbird and Ed, they're both good. I like them both. If you're long at 618, then where do you put your stop loss? Stop loss is always at invalidation. I'm joining Chart Champions. I'm a slightly profitable trader, but I'd like to learn about exo charts and more about how you trade. Would I be a good fit? Absolutely. That's kind of yeah. Absolutely. I've got videos on exo charts, how to use it, how to do order flow trading, all about the footprint charts. We've got everything from beginners. This is the thing with the new website. We're going to be focusing more on beginners. Or not necessarily more on beginners, but we're going to have content for beginners as well as what we already have. But, we have everything, we have, from trading channels to Fibonacci time, obviously now some order flow stuff. We have like chart patterns, your triangles, your bump and run patterns. I reckon we must have over like 400 hours of content, and that obviously is kind of overwhelming for many. But, if you like to go down the rabbit hole of literally learning about everything in the market, then I can teach you everything in the market, because this is what we do, or this is what I've done thus far. A hell of a lot of content. What time frame do I like to use? I'm a really big 5 minute trader. I'm a really big 3 minute trader. Those are my favorite time frames, 3 and 5 minutes. 15 minutes is also a big one for me. So those are my favorite day trading timeframes. And this is why this is the thing, I can be short 1 minute, and then literally 5 minutes later I can be back into a long, and then 10 minutes later I can be back into a short, 20 minutes later I can be back into a long. And some people just get so confused by it. Like, obviously, if you don't understand scalp trading, I can hold positions for 30 seconds. I could trade a $5 move, and if I get in at limit and out at limit and I trade $5, well, I actually make quite a lot of money because I get rebates on my limit orders. So the exchange pays me to enter my limit orders. So I'm making a lot of money by just providing liquidity to the exchanges. So a $5 move I can make money on, and not a small amount really. So this is why I can get in and out. This is why I like to get in and out of positions. With this relationship between the legacy and Bitcoin, this is the thing. You obviously got the monthly support at the moment. So obviously, the S&P did hit. It obviously hit the lows. Okay, so lower term time frame. The S&P obviously hit its lows today, but Bitcoin bounced actually off of the monthly. So this is Bitcoin is a little bit stronger, we can say. But if I compare this section where you had the move down, the bounce, and then the drop, it could be this where we got the move down, the bounce off the monthly before we do get the drop. So if you look at the lag here between the possible lag that's going to come in now, there's a possibility. If we come back above the point of control, then obviously this is a lot stronger than the traditional markets. But now we're in the weekend, and the traditional legacy markets are going to be closed right now. So they're going to close for the weekend, aren't they? So Bitcoin can move on its own. So there you go. Daniel, you mentioned before a course for newbie traders. Is this still a go? Yeah, what we've done is I've got all the videos. I've actually done all the videos. So we got a video on risk management, what are candlesticks, where, stop loss, how much profit you're entering, how to use TradingView. These really basic videos. We've done the series. I'm just waiting anyway on my developer. I got a web guy, and I'm waiting. It's more so like I've done the content now, and I'm just waiting for the back end website stuff to be finished. Which is out of my control. I can't speed it up because it's kind of out of my hands at the moment. I'm not a web developer. What is my favorite cheese? Really, really good question. Probably my favorite question of the live stream, and it has to be cheddar cheese. I love cheddar cheese. Give me a Peschetti bolognese. Give me a Peschetti bolognese. And people always laugh at the way I say spaghetti. I don't know how you meant to say it, but I don't know. People, I said that, and I thought someone's going to probably try and pick up my ways I say words. But yeah, I love cheddar cheese. I do like Parmesan as well, but cheddar has to be my number one. I have cheddar nearly every day. Apparently, I need to check out somebody on Twitter. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to check anybody on Twitter because I literally don't care what anybody else does on Twitter. I'm my own guy. I don't follow any trends. I don't follow. I don't follow any. Actually, no, that's a lie because I do follow someone on Twitter now. I follow John Champions, and this is the real. This is customer service, by the way. So I employ a customer service. So if you do have any questions or things like this, then you can obviously message customer service over on the Discord, or you can inbox them on Twitter. These are employees of Chart Champions, so they get paid to answer your questions. So ask them questions if you want to ask them questions. But yeah. I'm not. Yeah. To answer that question though, apparently I need to go and look at someone and what they're doing on Twitter. I honestly couldn't care less what anyone else is doing on Twitter. Could not care less. So the answer is I'm not going to waste my time actually even looking at what they're doing. Do you think there's a high probability we touch the monthly? This is the thing. So I am a level to level trader. Level to level means like I'm not necessarily thinking about I'm not thinking about what's going to be happening of reactions at 9,000 while we got the monthly to go through. So I'm level to level trading, and this helps me make money, and it helps me like not get carried away on trades. I still get people that comment on Twitter saying, "Oh, Daniel, you've entered into a long position, but you made a one. You said Bitcoin's going to 1,800. It's just ridiculous. It kind of is just absolutely ridiculous. I done an Elliott wave count that said Bitcoin could go to 1,800, and obviously I posted this one while we're up around 10k. So if you traded off it, you're in profits. But nevertheless, I'm not after these crazy kind of targets while we've still got so much levels to go through. So the same is for me now. I'm not even looking at 9,000 while we still got the monthly. Level to level. What else do we have here then? What's your look at for the months ahead? Well, really, hopefully I've made this so clear. Like at the moment, I'm like 50-50 biased. I'm not really bearish. I'm not really bullish. I'm actually really neutral. The only thing I care about in this trading at the moment is literally the range. Like this is my gold mine. This is my gold mine, and it's kind of funny that obviously the month ago shout out to Warbird, by the way. This is why I love this guy. The support and the comments that he gives me, like. I'm more than happy to. I just love him. Yeah, he's great. But yeah, obviously there's a Game of Thrones scene if you don't get the reference. But this is the thing. This is the range that we were trading a month ago. We're still in the range. I couldn't care less if Bitcoin trades up to 50k or Bitcoin trades down to 1k. I would actually love Bitcoin to remain range bound for another month because I'm loving this range. I've made so much money off this range. It's just unreal. It's literally unreal. I've just made so much money on it. So I want us to remain in this range. I really, really do. You all know how this range has gone. The image ain't gonna know. We've been trading this for a hell of a long time in this range now. 45 days. I'm loving it, and I would love us to stay inside it. And that literally means longing the lows, shorting the highs, and not getting overly bullish at highs, not getting overly bearish at lows. So I would love it to continue because I've made an unreal amount of money. This is the thing. Yeah, I will acknowledge this. I do, this is one of the things why I sold some spot Bitcoin, because trading, villas are not, cheap. So I did have to sell some spot Bitcoin for other investments. And one of the investments I'm looking to do is a trading villa. So I want to get a villa. Basically, I'm looking for like a 10-man, ish, this sort of like space for essentially a villa, and something for myself to. It's kind of like a personal goal of mine, I suppose. I just think it would be awesome. I think it would be so awesome, just to say like, I done this, for me anyway. It's like a personal goal, but I also feel like this is an amazing opportunity for people that come along to it, once in a lifetime sort of thing. It'll be so epic, and you'd also learn so much, I'm sure. So you know, my vision is, you know, get the trading villa, and this is the thing, it's kind of hard for me to do this because of the corona. You know, I can't even get out to the, you know, I don't want to do this in England. So you know, I have a few countries in mind where I'm looking to buy, and you know, I can't get out there to look at it, and obviously, you know, spending, you know, if you're mil, you want to actually look at it, you know. So you know, coronavirus is holding it back slightly, but you know, that is my plan, and that's the plans that I'm looking there for you know, the coming, you know, I'm hoping like a year or so, you know. But first I need to get my hair cut. I'm not sure if you noticed, but yeah, no, a lot of people are like, oh, dang, you need your hair cut. I know I need my hair cut. The only thing is I keep my beard. I do keep my beard off, but my hair does need to be cut. Where's the glass of water? I got my trusted glass of water always here. Can I tell you the most important thing I learned using order flow? Basically, it's like a way of using confirmation. So you're no longer predicting what's going to happen. You're waiting for the evidence of what's actually happening, you know. I never place arbitrary stop losses like 1% stop loss. I never ever do that. And my stop losses are always wide. Entertaining stream. Thank you. Well, what it is, a Friday evening. Friday evening, I'm sat here with a glass of water, doing a live stream on YouTube. I'd be honest with you, I would prefer to be sat in a pub with some friends with a pint of beer. But you know, that's lockdown Friday night for you. But you know, this is the thing. I'm not even trading at the moment. I'm not even trading, so I'm just sat here giving you a live stream, basically. So yeah, time is money, nothing is free. Amen. Don't give away fishes, but teach people how to fish. Absolutely. Joker. Oh, we got a Joker quote. I watched the latest Joker film. I actually thought it was entertaining. I really loved it. If you are good at something, never do it for free. Amen. I mean, you know, I understand people want to do charity work, but at the end of the day, I'm not a charity. You know, let's be honest, I am not a charity. So, you know, there we go. That is why you call the group Chart Champions. Boom, boom, boom. Absolutely. You know, we do. The motto is we crush the charts, make money every day. You know, I kind of do crush the charts. So, you know, there you go. Trader R is a member as well. You know. Best, you know, these are not my words, and again, this is what I love. I love the people that say, you know, the trolls typing on their keyboard, oh, Daniel made £350,000, it's Photoshop. Oh, Daniel has comments saying he's the best trader. It's got to be someone pretending to be, you know, it's Daniel creating a fake account. Oh, you know, people are commenting this. It's Daniel creating alt accounts pretending to be them. You know, all these comments, I've seen it all. I love the trolls. I love the trolls so much because they keep me entertained. They really keep me entertained. The funniest one today, what literally was, I ended up blocking him actually, so I'm not going to be able to find it. But another one I saw that I'm not even going to give them time. You know, I don't even want to give them time. I'm not going to keep going over them anymore. But you know, moving on to the next comment here. Shout out to you, Igor, another absolute legend. You know, we have had quite a few legends in here. Trader R, really good trader, by the way. Great Fibonacci work. Igor, another legend in the group, and he has actually become a legend in the group now. A lot of people respect him because he has great analysis. Shout out to you, mate. I haven't learnt so much with you and love our family. I have learnt so much. I said I haven't. I have learnt so much with you and love our family. Absolutely. We like this. Well, you know, this is why it's lovely. You know, Chart Champions, we do have like our trading family, and it's brilliant. You know, seeing these people every day. Obviously, I've met Igor in real life. We done a Chart Champions meetup. We obviously all came to London, had meetup, had some beers, played bowling. You know, had time together. It was lovely. It really was lovely. You know. So yeah, shout out to Igor, another brilliant trader. That was the website that I posted, by the way, as well. You know, yeah, that's the open interest website. No one works for free, and the content and interaction with great traders are more than worth the money. You know, yeah, amen. Amen. How did you lock the overlay on the S&P 500? Yeah, no worries. I'll show you that again. Basically, to lock the overlay, you're up here on compare. Okay, then I'll type in here like S&P, for example. So if we just load up the SPX, oh god, it would help if I could type. SPX, and then we try and get this to load, and then we'd like click on S&P 500, and then we could like start to load up, several indicators up there. Will I stream on Theta TV? I have no idea what Theta TV is, by the way. I've just no idea what Theta TV is, so I can't say whether I'd stream on it or not because I have no idea what it is. I did get approached today, and it's not often I get approached, but I got approached today by a new exchange, which I thought was pretty interesting. Got approached by these people, Femex. So apparently they're a good exchange. I don't know. I said maybe I'll test them out, but yeah, that's there's all these people like approaching me asking me to do their stuff, but I've never heard of Theta TV, so I really can't say. Oh wow! There's a lot of comments in here. Oh, it's brilliant. It is lovely. It is lovely to see everybody. So yeah, sorry. This is the thing. I'm trying to always find where the last comment was that I left off, and I can't do it. I cannot do it, lads, or ladies, lads or ladies. Hopefully we got some both in here. I look at my statistics of like who's watching because I'm a nerd of all this sort of stuff. I was like, and I got 99%. 99% viewer base are males, and so I'm holding out here for the 1% of ladies to approach me like, Daniel, I love your content. I'll be like, hello, happy to help you with the trading. Thank you, Daniel, loving the group so much. Still so much to learn with the contenders videos I'm going through. Much appreciated. Crypto Night 33. Yeah, no worries at all, my friends. The contenders obviously has a lot of videos, and this is the question I get asked a lot. What's the difference between contenders and champions? Obviously, all the educational content is in the contenders. All the hours and hours and hours now that I've put into the educational videos, they're all in the contenders. And the main difference between contenders and champions, okay, that this where you get the live chat group really, and obviously that is invaluable. To know when I'm entering a position, what my thought process is kind of invaluable, isn't it? Like today, obviously. Saying about that short position while we were just rejecting off of the highs, you get that rejection down, and also people were able to recognize the point of control. This guy taking profits 9525, and then our high was so close to that. People that's obviously the difference really, that you have that. So yeah, there you go. So what else do we have here? I'm going to go through some of the quick comments here because I'm kind of probably wrap it up. How long have I been going? 40 minutes. Yeah, that's too long for me. I want to wrap it up. So that would be pretty interesting. Hey Dan, appreciate your share. Hey Dan, appreciate your share always, man. I make mobile apps and have an idea for your brand. Send me a message. Please. What I would say, your best thing to do. And this is what I recommend to everybody now. If you want to try and get in contact with me, what I really recommend you to do is DM the customer service, okay? And if there's something that's interesting, they are going to alert me to it. So if there's something that you feel is like really nice or anything like this, then send a message to customer service, and then they will alert me to the message. I personally don't manage any of my DMs anymore, and I'm likely going to be getting away from the social media side of things, like me personally managing it so much. So if you want to try and contact me, with these opportunities, then message customer service, and then if there's an interest there, they'll let me know. So that's what I would recommend, and so give them the details, and then they'll send it on to me. Yeah, that's what I would say. There you go. This is what Trader R thinks, and he's got a good win rate. So he reckons swing failure of the lows over the weekend, push up Monday, and fill the gap. I do enjoy trading the CME gaps. Some people don't like the CME gaps anymore; they got a bad rep, but I still enjoy the CME gaps. They work lovely, especially it's context dependent, isn't it? Thanks for answering. I'm going to sign up today. No worries. I'm have no doubt at all that you're absolutely going to love it. So I have no doubt that you'll love the content. So. Your head will explode. There's so much information and trading tips and videos. It's amazing. This is the thing. It is a little bit over. Some people are a bit overwhelmed, but to combat the overwhelmingness of hired the customer service, I've just hired another person to be a trading assistant. So we've got now people that are going to be assisting you, essentially giving you the material, saying, here's some steps. If you need help, message me. I'm going to help you move forwards. So we got the coaches, we got the customer service, we got the trading assistants. It's just becoming a bit better experience, And I guess this is another thing, I'm paying all these people employee wages, So another reason why, obviously, it's kind of running into a business now, isn't it? Essentially, we've got employees, we've got everything rolling. So, so yeah, this is another thing that's going to be added into the group. We got a new trading assistant. So basically, this is going to help you if you feel overwhelmed or you feel like you're stuck, you don't know where to go next. You can message the trading assistant, and they're going to say, okay, if you're stuck on this, go watch this video. Or if you have a question, then they can possibly help you with that. So I'm excited with I am excited with all the how it's coming along and everything. But hello, just joined in. Hello, Matic, another member. Hope you're doing well. 100% best group, and some of the traders in it. We absolutely do crush Bitcoin. So we removed player levels, so literally the only option you have now is contenders and champions. So I would recommend the contenders naturally, because that is going to give you access to all the educational content on the contenders. You can spend your time working through that, and then once you've learned it, then you can hop across to champions where you can get the interactions and questions and all that. What exchanges offer rebates? So I love trading on exchanges rebates. My favorite period is obviously BitMEX. Although I took money off of BitMEX, it's still my highest capital exchange. So BitMEX I absolutely love with its rebates. Obviously Bybit gives rebates. Femex, which I haven't used yet, but I am going to test it. Femex gives rebates. So those are my free rebates exchanges, and obviously I love BitMEX, so just go to bitmex.com and sign up. I love it. You see an inverse head and shoulders on the 5 minute. No, I don't like it. The volume profile doesn't fit. So I see what you mean here with this little shoulder, head, right shoulder. So I do see what the guy is referring to. He's referring to like this as a head and shoulders that brings you down. I mean, yeah, I'm not saying we can't drop, but I don't like the head and shoulders pattern there. I don't think the volume profile fits. I do have a daily schedule, but it's this is the thing. I was debating doing this, and I wonder whether people would be interested or not. I was debating on doing like vlogs, and I really don't know. It's like some people, like a few people have like, it's because it's a reoccurring request. Like people are like, please can you do a video of this? Like, please can you do a video of your house? Please can you do a video of your cars? Please can you do a video of X, Y, and Z? Please can you do a video of what your day looks like? Please can you do a video of this? And so a lot of people are like asking for this like vlog type content, and I've never really been so interested in doing like vlogs. Like, I've said it before, like my life is not really interesting. So I mean, but there seems to be people that are really interested in me doing some type of vlog stuff. So I mean, I'm not against doing vlogs. I think that maybe it could be, I mean, I'm up for doing anything once, so I'm up for like trying vlogs. Obviously I'd need to buy like a vlog camera or something, I don't know. But I wonder whether I do like some sort of questionnaire of are you interested in a vlog of me doing like my day in the life of Daniel and doing some sort of vlog. And then I suppose it would, if people enjoyed it, then I guess the next question would be, would I upload vlogs onto Chart Champions, or would I make a Chart Champions vlog YouTube where I only upload, do I combine it into one, I don't know, but I do see why people are interested in vlogs, you know, because of the reasons people want to see it. Um, so I do understand that, to be honest. So I guess like I'm not going to do vlogs unless people want to see it though, you know. So I guess I'll put that question out there. Would you be interested in vlogs? If no one's interested, I'm just not going to do it, you know. But if people are interested in seeing like how I approach my daily trading, you know, what my setup looks like here, you know, how I approach the day, you know, a bit of bonus clips with some trades and stuff, you know, then that's up to you, you know. How many people do we employ? We're pushing on to, including freelancers, we're pushing on to like 10 employees now. So we're expanding pretty big. But then obviously we do have like, you know, it's pretty active. So we do need to grow as the demand is there, I suppose. Hey Dan, I know you speak to the developer of Exo. At the box at the bottom, whatever it's called, the bottom of it says at the bottom, I think I think this will help a lot. The box at the bottom showed delta, CVD, volume, etc. It would be great to be able to copy and paste those values into Excel. That is a really good idea. What I'm asking for the request at the moment that I have time values in between my because as you know I generally don't actually like trading. You know, I said it at the start of the video, I like to trade the 3 and 5 minute time frames, but actually I don't actually like to trade time frames. So yeah, I like to trade like my volume charts and reversal charts. So I'm asking Exo to implement like a time based, so it's going to tell me how long each rotation has been of this volume rotation. So I'm waiting for that first. Oh, holy Christ. Holy. We have had an influx of comments. Blimmin. Let's try and organise where I got to here. I have no idea. There is a big influx. Right, I'm trying to find where that last comment was, and I'm going to then try and run through these pretty quickly. Man Cave Extreme. This is quite a funny one that I'm debate, because at the moment I just like I do the majority of my trading in my house, you know, but I am debating on actually buying another house, which I'm then just going to make into like a trading cave, so kind of like an office. And I was debating this because of the fact, like with coronavirus and all this, I have like a debating of like, because it's literally come up for sale this week, a house that's pretty close to me. So I was debating on like buying another house and then like using this as my trading office per se. And I've never really thought about it before, but I was debating buying another house and then using it just as like a trading house. So this would just be my personal, obviously not inviting people around, but nevertheless, like having to like then kind of making it into like a man cave, because mine at the moment is just really standard. It's just like a you know, where I trade is just a room in my house sort of thing. But then I was debating like getting one for getting another house for like, and making it into like a real cool like trading house sort of thing. So I'd like leave my house in the morning and I don't know, that was kind of something I was thinking of. But yeah, then it could be more of a like a man cave. Like where I trade at the moment is nothing special, and if you can remember, I've got the same setup as I had like a few years ago, so it's pretty funny. But where I trade, you know, so my office where I like do my trading actually has a bed in, and so it's pretty funny. I find it, for other people are just like I don't know, it's pretty funny. But this is a really good tip that I would recommend, like if we have any like professional or like full-term time frame traders, you know, people that trade full-time, I think instead of having like a declining, you know, you get these chairs that go back into, you know, beds, or getting a sofa. Like my number one recommendation is get a bed in your office, and literally it's so nice, because what I love to do is sometimes I'll like set up all my alerts. I'll set up my chart, and then I don't want to be sat at my chair all the time. So what I will do is I'll literally just go and lie in my bed, and then so I can just relax sort of thing while looking at the charts. And you know, I think that's like a really good tip. Put a bed in your office. People are going to think it's really, really weird, but obviously do whatever you want. But I think that's it. For me, I love it. I love setting it up, all my charts on my alerts, and then just lying down. I guess you could do it on a sofa, but there's a difference in quality between like a sofa and like a, you know, a really nice mattress on a bed, you know. That's my perspective anyway. Um, um, da, 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 da. Massachusetts. Oh yeah, that is a lovely place. I was debating a few different countries. I hadn't actually debated that country, but I've it's nice. I know that. I do have a written checklist. Da, 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 da. Will I have courses for more experienced traders as well? I mean, arguably yes. Like some of the content that I've given is quite is quite experienced. Like order flow trading is not considered beginner stuff. It is considered advanced concepts. The courses that I've done on Fibonacci time, there's not much content on Fibonacci time. So some of I would say it's pretty it's pretty experienced content that we do have. And I think that this is also a benefit, being able to be in this is a big difference for me. Obviously, I traded for years on my own. I had no group, I had no social media, I had no, interactions with other people. And, when I was trading in the stock market, I didn't share ideas. I didn't, contemplate what other things are happening, and I do think that this is it is an advantage, so if you are like a professional trader, it is really beneficial to actually be able to bounce ideas off of other like-minded professional traders. It is really, really, really nice. I think that's like a great advantage. If you have an idea, and not to change your perspective, because obviously I wouldn't want to influence anyone's decision, and I wouldn't let anyone else influence my decision. But if I'm trading from a bullish perspective and I have a like-minded, great trader that I respect, and then they present to me a different opinion, it's not going to make me change my trade, but it is really interesting to acknowledge that analysis, so that's obviously the benefit of a trading community. So many streams, heaven for the champs. Yes, amen. Which indicators do I use? I'm not massive fan of indicators. I guess number one indicator I use maybe OBV. Made 350k, still giving to the people, free live streams, membership to me. Yeah, I gave away quite a few free memberships yesterday. Obviously, I made 350k, and then I come home and I was like hyped. Naturally, I was pretty hyped, and I had a few people like, please go have free memberships. So I was just like giving like free membership, free membership, free membership, free membership. So I gave out quite a few free memberships yesterday, and then it turned into like literally we had about 150 people asking for free membership, and it was just like it got crazy. It did get crazy, so we did have to like stop giving them out because it got too crazy. But well done to the people that got in on time, because we gave out quite a lot. I use Femex, pretty good, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna test it out. I'm always open to like these new exchanges. Apparently, yeah. I'm always open to a new exchange, and it's not like I'm married. I always recommend anyway. Like, why would you ever put all your money on one exchange? Even when I preferred BitMEX as my primary exchange, I still have money on other exchanges, and I still have like several accounts on BitMEX. So I guess tip number 2, never put all your money on one exchange and never put all your money on one account. That is extremely dumb. That's extremely dumb. If your account get hacked, you just lost everything. How dumb would that be? So, split your money into different exchanges, and then on each exchange, I would be having like 5 accounts per an exchange. So that means, obviously it's time consuming to set up, but then integrate it into something like Sierra Charts, and you're entering trades without having to log into all your websites. A click of a button, it's done. Hey presto. I like Sierra Charts, and I like Trading Technologies. I like to say Sierra Charts because it's $30 a month. I love to trade on Trading Technologies, but his software is $1,500 a month. So naturally, people are not so interested in Trading Technologies when I'm like, I'm paying nearly $2,000 per month for this software by the time I've paid for my data. Naturally, people aren't so interested in the software, but I love the software. I recommend it to everybody, but obviously you do have to be, before you go and spend $1,500 a month on trading software, you need to be making at least $3,000 a month on trading, don't you? At the very, very least, you want to be raking that in a month at a bare minimum to even contemplate spending 50% on a software. So really, you want to be making up, I'd say, upwards of like $10,000 to justify, the software. But if you are, then Trading Technologies is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Love your attitude. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, hello, my friend. It has been a while. And I'm happy to see you killing oil, S&P, Apple, Bitcoin. Absolutely wonderful. I'm happy to see you, my friend. And yeah, Apple's been crazy, hasn't it? Obviously, Apple hitting all-time high. This is I'm kind of like, I love to trade stock market relaxed. So I used to be a day trader on the stock market. I used to like scalp and day trade stocks. You know, that was my primary trading. And then all I do now is I like to check the stock market once a week. You know, I'll check it on a Monday and maybe on a Friday. So I like to check it, like, twice a week. And that's it. I'm not focusing on the stock market through the week. I just find it so relaxing to do a bit of analysis on the weekend, work out where I'm going to buy on Monday, and just hold that trade for like 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks and not be micromanaging my trades. So that's a big difference between cryptocurrency, where I micromanage everything, and stock market, where I just buy or short and leave it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks without even thinking about it. And I love that. I do like that on the stock market. It's so much slower, and it's just so, I want to say easy money, but I also don't want to say like it's easy money, because you have to do the analysis to get there. But you know, I do enjoy that style of trading, not going to lie, on the stock market. But I'm supposed to get wife and kids in the villa. I'm not sure whether it's going to be a wife and children environment. Let's just say that. Daniel, great mentor. Thank you again, mate. Another champion. Absolutely, you're more than welcome. Thank you so much. Absolutely lovely. Where can we see the CME gaps? You can see the CME gaps over on the ticker is BTC 1 exclamation mark. Okay, that's going to give you your CME gaps. The ticker BTC 1 exclamation mark. I've just started a new series. So I have just started a new series. Okay, so I'll try and find the post about this, because it wasn't. I was posting about it yesterday. So yeah, the new series that I'm doing is a live trading series where I will be doing live trades and yeah, essentially doing live trades. So you'll see me live trading in the moment. Like I'm gonna be recording my trades and then like growing an account on its own. So growing an account, trading with the, so you can actually see me taking the trades, entering the trades, managing the trades, all this sort of stuff, yeah. Honestly, I said at 40 minutes I was going to wrap it up. We're just about to hit an hour. This is my life in a nutshell. Literally is my life in a nutshell. But to be honest, I'm not too bothered, because I wouldn't actually be doing much else at the moment. So there you go. Before joining Chart Champions, make sure you quit your job and leave your family and consider not sleeping for a while. That's brilliant. Shout out to Mo. I know he's a champion, and it kind of is like that. If you want to learn something today, you do have to put in the time. You can see I've dramatically reduced my altcoin list. I guess I mean Ethereum is still like the number one that I can show you. Like Ethereum has just been brilliant, hasn't it? It's obviously grinding up and up and up on this monthly now. And obviously I always say altcoins follow with ETH. So if ETH breaks up, you're going to have an alt season. So keep your eye on ETH. Cool. So we have a lot of people saying that they would enjoy vlogs. People would watch it. I'd like to see vlogs. You're my mentor. Happy to help you. Vlog/blogs would be awesome. I'm a simple man. I see Daniel in the name in a video or vlog, whatever I click. I love it. Thank you. Will you have a live stream trading room soon? I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I will. Volume profile and trading view. Yes, I do have a live stream on the volume profile. So I have a whole live stream and series on this. Is the stream and audio off for anyone else? I'm not sure. This is what it was. This video was only meant to be a test, and I've gone on for an hour. But yeah, I am using new software, so potentially it's glitching. I'm not sure. And here I'm going to take these last few ones, and then I am calling it a night, ladies and gentlemen. Miguel Moreno, no voy a decir nada con eso. Yeah, I guess this is the thing. Yeah, I ended up married. Obviously I married the range. So where is the comment? Please let me find a comment that I'm trying to refer to. Where is it? Where's it gone? Where has it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, I've lost it. But nevertheless, I was going to refer to me marrying the range. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a relationship with the range. Um, Agreed. Bed in the trading room is a must. Honestly, it's like, yeah, it's really really good. I think having a bed in your office is like next level. Obviously, I wouldn't want to like sleep in the night here because, especially in my setup anyway, the heat that gets produced in here is insane. The heat that comes off in here is hot. So I wouldn't want to actually sleep in here, but to have the bed to like rest on is nice. What's the best time frame to trade? The best time frame to trade is the time that you have available in the day. If you only have 1 hour a day for trading, then your best time frame is probably 4 hours. Thank you for the knowledge. Absolutely no problem at all. This is the best group, period. Can't wait to learn more advanced stuff. No worries at all. And obviously, we're just about to move on to TPO charts, and that's again even more advanced. So, Elliott wave under 5 minutes. I generally don't like to do Elliott waves under 5 minutes. I'm more of a high time frame trader on Elliott waves. I used to trade Elliott waves on the lower term time frames, but I just find recently it's not as helpful. I just honestly find it's so choppy. This price action is choppy, isn't it? For example, this is choppy price action. So I prefer to use other strategies. Yeah. So yeah, I think there's a time, in a side of a trading arsenal, and this is why I always say trading is like a computer game, and I loved computer games as a kid. I'll be honest, I loved and I still do computer games, and because I was so obsessed with computer games, I think it's only natural that I really enjoyed trading. Because I think that trading is just like a computer game. Let's say that we're going to go and play Skyrim, and in our inventory on Skyrim, we have a lot of different tools. We have magicka, we have spells, we have a healing spell, we have a fire spell, we have an ice spell, we have an axe, we have a one hand, and we have a shield. We have a whole inventory of an arsenal, don't we? And it's the same in trading, where you would use magic on one thing, or you'd use fire on, If you're a Charizard and you're going up against you're up against a Bulbasaur, who are you going to put into the fight against the Bulbasaur? Are you going to put the Charizard, or are you going to put in like an ice type Pokemon? Obviously you're going to put in the Charizard, because Charizard's going to flamethrower Bulbasaur and he's going to die, or he's going to faint. The Pokemon only faint. So it's the same in trading. We have an arsenal that we've built up. We know all the different tools that we can use, but why would I start to use Elliott waves on choppy term timeframes when I could be using something such as Fibonacci, which I think is a lot better for the situation? So I have an arsenal of trading tools, and I'm going to adjust what trading tool I'm using depending on the situation of what I think is the most useful. And this is where trading is like a computer game. I'm mixing and matching different tools. I'm not only going to use channels. I'm not only going to use Fibonacci. I'm not only going to use Elliott waves. I'm going to be using what I think is the most useful in the time, And that's why it's kind of like a video game, but still going in and out, yeah. So there you go. Can someone make a meme with Daniel throwing away free memberships? That would be pretty funny. Thanks for the advice. No worries at all. Aaron, another legend. Hello, Aaron. Hope that you're well, my friend. Ninja Trader. I was never such a fan of Ninja Trader. I liked Bookmap. I think you can trade on Ninja Trader, but I'm not actually a fan. The same as I was never a fan of MT4 or MT3. I was not a fan of these softwares. For me, trading technology is all day long. So yeah, I can't answer on Ninja Trader because I don't actually like it. And I think that's probably a bit. Hola, mi amor. Just select the 3 dots in the chat box. Looking forward to joining Chart Champions. No worries. Cool. Ah, te agradezco. Soy Miguel. Cuando vengas a Washington te invito a una cerveza. Muchas gracias y acepto la oferta. Me encantaría tener una cerveza con cualquier persona, la verdad. Así que muchas gracias, Miguel. Y no te voy a dejar olvidar ese invito, ¿eh? O esta oferta. Es que, ¿sabes qué? Cuando intento hablar español en el live stream, las palabras no salen de mi cabeza, no salen de mi cabeza. Así que estoy pensando así como, ay, es como no puedo hablar español. es que no puedo hablar español aquí. y luego la gente me dice, Daniel, tú no puedes hablar español. Y yo como, coño, es que es verdad, no puedo hablar el español cuando estoy intentando hacerlo en live stream, ¿eh? Es que no puedo. Pero intento, y eso es lo importante. I got the point of control from 9,525. That's where I... How did you get the point of control? I got the point of control because it's the point of control of all of this range. So the range over the last 45 days. Skyrim mixed from... I think Skyrim, what's it? Virtual reality edition, and then we can like live a virtual reality trading Skyrim day. That would be awesome. Hi, cool, pretty cool. Hi, Daniel, I'm from Australia. Good day, mate. Sorry. I'll have to watch the replay. Thanks for what you share. No worries at all. Yeah, I guess, if you're tuning in late, you can watch all this back, and I'm going to be turning off the stream in a second, so tuning in late here. Anyone have a breakdown? Long breakdown. I've not gone over too much analysis. Basically my analysis is pretty simple. We got the point of control 9,525. If you break the point of control, I truly think that you're going to probably get this, this potential squeeze back up to. Obviously, you got the weekly, and I've removed this from the chart. You got the weekly. 9677 9,600 is a level, so don't forget 9,600. So really you claim the point of control. I think you're looking at 9,600, 9,677, 9,800. You can't claim the point of control. You obviously got the monthly at the moment. You can clearly see the monthly support. Lose the monthly, 9,250, 9,000, and then down to the weekly, $8,705. Simply, that's how I'm expecting it. I'm actually expecting a range to be put in between the point of control and our low here. So that's kind of what I guess this is what I'd like. I've said it before. That's what I'd like this weekend, because I'm not actually going to trade this weekend. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to relax. So yeah, I would like a range this weekend, but knowing my luck, we'll get like a crazy volatile move that happens on the weekend. I won't actually care so much, because I'll trade it on the Monday again. But you do get these really volatile moves. But I'd like a range, so please Bitcoin, let me have the weekend off. Just found you. I like this energy. Looking forward to learning as much as possible. Shout out to Stronger Benson right there. Loving the energy, and I'm hoping that I can pass on my positive energy. I'm kind of a guy that's really, really positive. I try and block out all negativity and just spread some happiness, spread some knowledge, and make some people happy and hopefully make them money, because you can make a lot of money trading. So what better? People enjoy watching. Anyway. Tuning in late here. A lot of people tuning in late. Oh wow, yeah, we do. Over 100 viewers. Yeah, so there you go. I think I'm gonna wrap up the live stream here then. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Honestly, it's very heartwarming to see so many viewers and people loving the content. It's great. What was only going to be a test stream has ended up here being an hour and 10 minutes, way longer than I actually thought, because I had no plan for this stream. So there you go. So so up and down and up again. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Up and down again. So people think it's a meme where people say, the market's going to go up, down, or sideways. Obviously, the market's always going to do one of three things, but we can have an indication of what's most likely. I've given you the key ranges, and then it's up to you to make those trades. I'm not going to tell you how to trade this in this video, so you got to make these decisions yourself. But the analysis is there. You have the key levels. I'm hoping for a range the weekend. Might not happen. How did the S&P close then? I mean, this is the thing. Look at this on the 4 hour. It's crazy, but we come down to a lower term time frame. We didn't get the worst close in the world, still held. You know, for me, this 3,000 level was really, really, really important. You kind of got the swing failure and a strong close. So, yeah, you could see some strength on Bitcoin because of the fact, well, you know, who cares about this now, the weekend, you know. But nevertheless, you got to, I would say that's a nice close on the S&P. You know, I wouldn't be bearish on that close. I think that's a really strong, you know, in relative terms, that's about the best close that you could get on the Friday evening. Swing failure 3,000, back above 3,000 would have been good if you could have taken this market structure. But I think that's a really, really nice close. I'm happy with that close. So I'll have to see how the futures open up again, but I'm happy with that close, to be honest with you. And there you go. Yeah, so I think then, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. I'll catch you in the next video that I make, which I'm not sure when it's going to be, if I'm honest. I have no idea when my next live stream is going to be. If you want some more regular updates, where I will update over the weekend, then obviously you can come across to chartchampions.com, or almost forgot my own website then. You can come across to chartchampions.com, and I will be doing a losing my words here. I will be updating my group during the weekend. So if you want some weekend updates, you can join chartchampions.com. But or you could spend your weekend watching through the several hundred of hours of educational content that we have. Make use of your time. And yeah, there you go. So there you go. Obviously, that's all the crossover here. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed this live stream. Well, there you go. We got a lady in here. She loves the content, so I'm happy to provide to the men, to the woman. I'm a man of the people, and I'm here to give to everybody. I'm a giver, not a receiver. So there you go. I'm happy to give to you all, and I do share my wife with you. I do share the wife. I do share this chart. So there you go. I suppose I'll give in that regards, and you're happy to make money off of her. You know, we've made money off this chart. We've made a lot of money off this chart, and it's not even been that hard, has it? It's really not actually been that hard. I could make this seem a lot more complex than what it is, but it has actually been really easy trading. Hence why I've said, we stay in this $2,000 range for the rest of the time. Bitcoin becomes a stable coin. I'll be more than happy. I'm going to end with that. Thanks everybody once again. Hope you have a brilliant weekend. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to enjoy it. Hope you do too. Thank you once again, everybody, and have a good one. Goodbye. Cheers.